You know what's exhausting? Not work, not relationships, not even failure. It's constantly managing your image inside other people's minds, replying carefully, posting carefully, talking carefully, living like your entire life is being graded by invisible judges holding tiny clipboards. Today's generation is trapped inside something humans were never designed for: permanent observation, hundreds of eyes, infinite opinions, comment sections replacing self worth. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize how much of their personality is performance anymore. But science has an answer for this. Psychology has an answer for this. And there are practical ways to break free without becoming cold, rude, or the I don't care toxicity. Because confidence isn't becoming shameless, it's becoming internally stable. Why your brain cares so much? Your brain was built for survival, not peace. Thousands of years ago, being rejected by your tribe could literally mean death. So your nervous system evolved to ask, do people accept me? Am I safe? Will I be excluded? That instinct still exists today. Except now your tribe is Instagram viewers, WhatsApp groups, office co workers, relatives, strangers online, random people who watched your story for zero point 0.8 seconds. Modern life turned social judgment into a 24/7 notification system, and your brain treats every little reaction like survival data. Someone ignores your message, your nervous system whispers, danger. Someone looks unimpressed, danger. Someone else succeeds faster than you, danger. You're not weak. You're overstimulated by social comparison, and platforms profit from this because insecure people scroll more. Read that again. The more you seek validation, the easier you are to control. The social validation trap. Here's the trap nobody talks about. The more you need approval, the less authentic you become. And the less authentic you become, the emptier approval feels. That's why some people get 10 likes and feel amazing, others get 1,000 likes and still feel invisible. Because validation addiction has no finish line. Your brain keeps moving the goalpost. Maybe if I look better, maybe if I earn more, maybe if more people praise me, maybe if nobody criticizes me. But there's always another audience, another comparison, another opinion. You start editing yourself so much, you lose contact with your real personality. Today, many people don't have anxiety because they are incapable. They have anxiety because they are constantly performing. Different version for parents, different version online, different version with friends, different version at work. A human shapeshifter. And eventually your nervous system gets tired because pretending is heavy. Why one small moment ruins your entire day? Now here's something powerful from neuroscience. There's a concept called the 90-second emotional rule. When something emotionally triggering happens, like being ignored, judged, embarrassed, or rejected, your mind reacts instantly. For a few moments, everything feels bigger than it really is. One awkward comment suddenly feels humiliating. One cold reply feels personal. One person's opinion feels like a final verdict about who you are. That emotional wave is natural, but here's what most people don't realize. The feeling would normally pass on its own if we didn't keep reopening it in our mind. We replay the conversation, overanalyze the expression, imagine what people must be thinking, and suddenly a few seconds of moment becomes a 3-hour emotional spiral. So the real problem often isn't the situation itself. It's the constant mental replay afterward. For example, you say something awkward in a meeting, your body reacts instantly. Heart racing, heat in your face, stomach tightens. That's normal. But then your brain starts replaying. They think, I'm stupid. Why did I say that? They probably noticed. This always happens to me. Now the suffering continues. Not because of the event, because of the mental replay. So next time you feel judged, try this. Don't react immediately. Just observe. Literally say in your mind, this is a chemical wave. Let it pass. 90 seconds, that's it. Most people ruin entire days over emotional weather that would have naturally passed if they stopped feeding it. Feel it. Don't become it. Reframing thoughts like a psychologist. Most people believe thoughts are facts. They are not. They are interpretations, and interpretations can be challenged. For example, instead of everyone is judging me, ask where is the actual evidence? Because usually there isn't any. Another powerful reframe. People are not thinking about you as much as you think. Why? Because they are busy thinking about themselves. Everybody is starring in their own mental Netflix series. Most people are too occupied worrying how they look, what they said, whether they are accepted. That awkward thing you did 3 weeks ago, you remember it. Nobody else archived it in their memory museum. Another reframe. Judgment doesn't automatically mean truth. Someone calling you too quiet might mean they are uncomfortable with silence. Someone calling you too ambitious might mean your growth triggers their insecurity. Someone judging your content online, they saw 15 seconds of your life. That's not deep understanding. That's drive by psychology. Don't hand strangers the authority to define you. Practical ways to stop caring. Now let's get practical. Not motivational poster advice, real things that actually help. First, stop over explaining. Confident people don't submit essays for every decision. I can't come, that's enough. You don't need a documentary, medical history, emotional TED talk, signed affidavit from the universe. Over explaining often comes from fear of disapproval. Shorter explanations build internal confidence. Second, post without obsessing. Today, people don't even enjoy moments anymore. They enjoy potential reactions. Post something, then leave. Don't keep checking who viewed it, who liked it, who ignored it. That habit trains your nervous system to depend on external approval. Create more, monitor less. Third, practice micro embarrassment. This one is powerful. Intentionally do tiny, harmless things that feel socially uncomfortable. For example, ask a question in public. Wear something slightly different. Speak slower in a group. Say, I don't know. Go to a cafe alone. Why? Because confidence grows when your brain learns embarrassment did not kill me. Avoidance strengthens fear. Exposure weakens it. Tiny bravery rewires the nervous system. Fourth, build a life that makes opinions smaller. This is huge. People care too much about opinions when they don't feel connected to purpose. When your life is empty, other people's opinions become entertainment. But when you are deeply focused on health, goals, creativity, business, growth, meaningful work, noise becomes background static. A person building something meaningful has less time to panic over random judgment. Purpose reduces people pleasing. Fifth, realize that confidence isn't universal likability. Some people will misunderstand you no matter what. You could become kinder, smarter, more attractive, more successful, and somebody will still dislike you. That's freedom because it means approval was never fully controllable anyway. Trying to be liked by everyone is emotional slavery with excellent manners. At the end of your life, people will not gather around discussing, did they avoid embarrassment successfully? No. The real question is, did you live honestly? Did you become yourself? Or just a socially acceptable character? Because many people reach adulthood technically alive, but psychologically edited, muted, filtered, watered down. Don't spend your entire life shape shifting for temporary approval. Most people are too busy fighting their own insecurities to analyze yours. And the few who constantly judge others, they usually aren't at peace themselves. So speak, create, post, try, fail publicly if needed. Your future is too important to be controlled by imaginary audiences. The moment you stop needing constant validation, you become dangerous in the best possible way. Calm, focused, unshaken, like someone who finally walked out of a mental courtroom and realized there was never a judge there to begin with. If this video made you realize how much of your life has been controlled by other people's opinions, then don't just watch this and move on. Practice it this week. Speak a little more honestly. Post without overthinking. Stop explaining yourself so much. Let people misunderstand you if they want to. Because confidence is not built inside your comfort zone. It's built the moment you stop needing permission to be yourself. And if this video helped you, subscribe for more psychology-based videos that help you become mentally stronger, calmer, and harder to emotionally control. The day you stop living for approval is the day your real personality finally gets oxygen.